Let's take a look at how we can use Vocoflex to create backup harmony parts or just main harmony parts with a vocal that we already have. So I have this vocal, I've recorded it, I've done a little bit of editing with it. It's in a decent place for this little example we're working on. But I want to take it and actually duplicate it and make it into the harmony parts, but make it not sound just like my voice and not necessarily have to re-record harmony parts. We're going to look at a few different things with this. One of them, we're going to just duplicate it and we're going to change how the voice sounds. And then we're going to use flex pitch to actually make some harmony parts with those voices. Okay, so let's jump into this. We're going to duplicate the main vocal. I'm just going to make two different tracks. Just like that. And I'm going to pan these ones out so we can actually hear them a little bit separate. Right now, if I push play, you're just going to hear the main voice over. And here's what that sounds like. And here I sit tonight on the road forever feels alright. So it just gets louder because they're just duplicated and put on there. So first and foremost, I want to come through. I'm actually going to put this, there's a little bit of a pitch corrector on there, just ever so slight. And there's an SSL native vocal strip. And then there's a delay. I'm going to put this after the pitch correction, but before the rest of the chain. So Vocoflex, and I'm not going to use other people's voices for this one. I'm going to use just the built-in engine, and maybe we'll do one more masculine style voice for one of these background, and then maybe a more feminine voice for the other one. And so I'm just going to mute the second of these because we haven't done anything with it, but I'm going to leave the first one here, maybe just adjust it down ever so slightly in terms of volume, and then we're going to move this around until we get a voice sound that we like. And here I sit tonight on the road forever feels right. It's all known. I left the home so long ago, I don't recall the address anymore. It's all alright. And so I'll sing another song tonight. It'll be alright. I'm going to leave it there for the time being. I'm going to hit apply and we can put it in. I'm going to probably do a third one actually later that's an octave down. But for the moment, we're going to leave that one. We're going to come to the other one now, and let's add Vocoflex onto this track as well. And with that, I'm going to add and move this over to the right side.
And here I sit tonight on the road forever feels alright. It's all known. I left the home so long ago, I don't recall the address anymore. It's all alright. And so I'll sing another song tonight. It'll be alright. Here we are. I know it's all I've ever known.
Okay, so two things I want to do with this. I'm going to duplicate that track one more time and bring that down because I think that part where it goes into the higher register naturally is going to be fine.
And so
But then for the other part of that, I want to keep a similar Vocoflex, but I'm going to maybe bring it up the octave just to see if it's better. So I'm adapting it a little bit. With the Vocoflex, I can do a transposition with that. So we're going to see if that sounds okay.
And here I sit tonight on the road.
Forever feels alright. It's all known. I left the home so long ago. I don't recall the address anymore. It's alright. And so I'll sing another song tonight. It'll be alright. Here we are. I know it's all I've ever known. Here we are.
Okay, so it's really starting to fill out those duplicate parts. So it's all in unison at this point. But maybe we actually want to change some of those. And I don't want to go through the whole thing. I just want to give you a little taste of what that could look like. So I'm going to do it with this one first. The second part that I had made. And make sure we have flex pitch on. Let me pull this down. Every once in a while, I'm still getting that thing with Logic where it doesn't show it the first time, and then I have to go back and do it. But that's okay. So let's listen.
And here I sit tonight on the road. Forever feels alright.
Okay, so.
And here I sit. And here I sit tonight.
I'm not sure which notes we want to do.
And here I sit tonight on the road. Forever feels alright.
Let's see.
And here I sit tonight. And here I sit tonight. And here I sit tonight.
Okay, so that's going in a direction I kind of like. We'll pull this whole thing up. Do this section here.
And here I sit tonight on the road forever.
But that first section, so let's put those two together.
And here I sit tonight on the road.
So I can now move these around with the flex pitch. It's going to go through the pitch corrector still, which is going to tighten up some of the loose edges, and then be transformed by the Vocoflex, but it's going to be transformed after I've already done all that stuff. So it's giving it new life and making it sound like a fresh voice, even though it's like an octave above what it originally was.
And here I sit tonight on the road forever feels alright.
And maybe it's like we want to take the second voice down here and do something with that one. So maybe it's like going up on a higher part for the first half with the one background, and then we can just maybe mess around with this one.
And here I sit tonight on the road.
I should have done both of those. All those together, perhaps. So that's on a D. But maybe this one's going up higher. There we go.
And here I sit tonight on the road.
That's a little too high, I think, for that.
And here I sit tonight on the road forever.
So let's take that down. Oh, I need to write down the chords we're in here, but
And here I sit tonight on the road forever. Feel.
so you get the idea. You can actually then build all this out, and we're still ending up with voices. I'm not sure quite yet how much I can tweak and make it sound still like a strong lead. Certainly in this case, we can do this with these background parts that are blending in with something. We can get the exact timbre, the sound we want, change the stuff with the flex, and it's going to go through the timbre changer after. I think there's a lot of power in that. I think there's a lot of flexibility with it.
And here I sit tonight on the road forever.
I still think that's a little too high for that range. So let's...
And here I sit tonight on the road. And here I sit tonight on the road forever.
maybe just leave it in the middle.
And here I sit tonight on the road forever.
And if I have too much vibrato in the source, I can just tone that down.
And here I sit tonight on the road forever.
Endless creative possibilities with this. We started with one vocal track, and already now I've got like 3 different people, and all I've had to do was start with that same source material. What else could we do with this? With flex pitch, we can actually adjust the timing so it doesn't sound all perfect. In terms of the exact phrasing, we can make things carry over a little bit or start ever so slightly at different times. So we can really humanize this. It just takes a little bit of time and pass through with this, but I think that if you have one voice or one track and you want to like build off of that, then I think there's a lot of creativity with this that you can do. Could you then go and re-record the parts with actual singers? Of course. This could just be part of the songwriting process. Is it good enough to make it sound like it's actually a finished product? I think used in the right way at the right amounts, sure. I think it's actually that good. Okay, that's all I want to show with this. There's so many more possibilities with this tool. We're going to be looking at more of them over the coming weeks. So please come back and check out more of these videos as we do them.